Morning, Gary Champion, psychic medium, with a video from the other side. And maybe you can figure out what it means. I really don't know. I have some ideas. But anyway, sitting here last night writing a book. And I'll give you the title of it. It's Gary and Bunny Save Gary. It's a healing book about energy healing. Gary and Bunny Save Gary. It's pretty good. I didn't come up with it. Came from the other side too. All the good stuff comes from someplace else. Wish you guys would start listening. Meditation is the key to all of it. I know I'm wandering right here at the beginning. Anyway, I'm typing on this book and I sort of go blank. I go blank a lot, and I've always done it. I don't really know why, except I hear things. If you go blank too, and you know you do, you don't know what precipitates it. You don't know what starts it. I'm sitting here, we're typing on a book, looking for some stuff to write in it, at whatever stage in the book I am. And I'd been writing on it earlier, and I had come back after a couple hours, and the little thing says, do you want to go back where you were typing? And I said, yeah. So it took me right back there, and I was sort of blanked out as to where to proceed with the book. I need a big whoop. Anyway, a clear voice, a young voice. I suspect it's a new guide. And someone was talking to someone the other day. They think they have the same guides throughout life. Well, maybe you do. It may be that that's your case because you're not doing anything. Depends if you're working in the field, if you're a healer or a reader, or, I mean, those are only two things I do, but I'm sure there are lots of other things. Um, you have guides that help you with whatever it is you're doing. You don't think you do, but you do. That's how all those good ideas get into your brains. That's a good title for a book. And I wrote it down. Yeah, Gary and Bunny Save Gary. It's a long time from being finished, maybe 6 months. But anyway, um, someone said, a young voice, a new guide. I don't know whether young voice means anything, but I don't get a lot of young voices. Mostly older people. I guess when you pass, you're generally older. Anyway, this is someone young. And said, it's whatever you want it to be. And did I hear that clearly? Did I? And that's where we get into trouble. Everybody hears voices. I've never run across anybody that didn't. They just don't hear them often. They'll hear one word. And that means you're fully capable of communicating with the other side, hearing things. Now, I don't tell the other side anything. I don't. Why? Because they don't need my help. They know everything. I wrote a book once, To the Other Side and Back, where I tripped to the other side and back through a meditation all week long. And I wrote the book based on what I saw. And even there, I had tons of questions, a long list of why. I couldn't think of a single one when I was there. But why? Because probably they're not important. Things will be revealed in their own time. Someone just said that. So it's kind of silly to go looking for answers when they're not going to give them to you until it's their time. Things will be revealed in their own time. I just heard that. It's very clear. And they don't repeat things. So I have to say it or write it down. sorry to take away, but that's the way it works. If I don't write these things down, then I can't pursue it in some way. Maybe that's the title of another book. Excuse me. So it's whatever you want it to be. I'm thinking, okay, are they talking about the book? That's never been the case. It's whatever you want it to be. It's usually a combination of a collaboration between me and someone who's passed. Usually not a relatives, but it could be. My grandfather gave me some good stuff one day. Appeared behind me. I could see his reflection in the computer. It looked like he did back in 1980. The same long sleeve shirt with the two pockets and the Camel cigarettes and the same white hair and little round gold glasses. Anyway, and he said something really profound. Now, I did write that into a book. I didn't make it the book, but I did write it into a book. So you can get little slivers of stuff. Or in this case, who knows what it is? It's whatever you want it to be. Does that mean that if I want my life to be something, I can change it through wanting it in a certain way? Or maybe pursuing it in a certain way? It's kind of creepy, isn't it? Anyway, uh, it's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you want it to be. And what is the it's? It's whatever you want it to be. My interpretation is that I think they're talking about my life. I don't think they're talking about a book title, because I have a book title for really the main book that I'm writing on two books. One's fictional and one's nonfiction. The nonfiction is Gary and Bunny Save Gary. Um, I just talked to my wife a minute ago. She said, that's Gary and Bunny saving Gary. I said, it doesn't rhyme. It doesn't flow. Can't do that. It's Gary and Bunny Save Gary. Anyway. And if you're lucky enough to have a partner that cares, and some of you think you do, and then when something hits and they're gone, I mean, that's a bad way to learn that they don't really care. But I have a wife who cares. So, and she said, I've never been in the title of a book. Okay. Well, Bunny's not your real name. Bunny's the name I gave her. And that's turned into bunnies everywhere. The whole house is full of bunnies, statues, carvings, uh, pictures. The whole house is covered with bunnies. I'd say rabbits, but bunnies. So I think they're talking about, I think this young voice is talking about my life. It's whatever you want it to be. Do I actually have the ability to make my life what I want? I always have made it what I want it to be, but sometimes I've not. Sometimes you're not capable, that you're in a situation where you have to shift gears and go a different direction. And maybe not something you want to do, something you have to do. So that then it's whatever you want it to be. Want it to be. Well, it's got to be my life they're talking about. The continuation of what I'm doing. That's what I want it to be. You're listening, guys. So talk to your guides. Everybody has one or two or three. Mine have always kind of been fluid. You get to know a couple of them, then they're not there anymore, and you get new names and new guides. And why, I don't know. And old guides disappear. You don't ever hear from them again. Maybe they're helping somebody else. Maybe I don't need them anymore. Or maybe my life has changed in a new direction that they don't feel comfortable helping me, or they're not capable. They don't feel like it's what they want to do. Free will, someone's saying. They do have free will. They can help you or not help you, depending on, they latch on to you. They pick you. You don't pick your guides according to the work you do. And that's pretty important. People think, I picked my guide. I picked my parents. No, you didn't. Accidental birth. Why would you pick your parents if they're bad? Oh, I have to learn a lesson. That's what I do. I need to learn a lesson. No, you don't. You come here clean, grow through your life as clean as you can. You don't need to learn a lesson while you're here. You're learning about everything else: life, pursuit of happiness. Um, we tend to think that we're in charge because that suits us. We don't want somebody else to be in charge, which is why you don't connect to the other side. Connecting to the other side requires that you drop into your subconscious, usually in a meditation. And I think I've actually meditated here a couple of times while I've been doing this video. You see me, I just disappear. I'm just not there. I can't feel me being here, so I don't know where I go, but that's where things come from. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Rambling man, rambling. I seem to be a rambler. It's whatever you want it to be. I think that's pretty profound. Your life is what you want it to be. If you think you're not good enough, then that's what you're going to get. If you think you deserve to be punished, and there's a lot of people in that category, they think they deserve to be punished. Something they did in a past thing, or they're not happy with themselves, so they punish themselves forever and ever and ever. That's what your life is. That's what you want it to be. You're telling your subconscious that's what you want to do, what you want to have, what you want to do. So it produces that. It leads you in directions. Now, I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's how it happens. You pick the steering point. Everything I've ever done is because I wanted to do it. Because you get caught up in stuff that you can't control. So you just let that go. People that don't end up in jail or living a terrible life. Anyway, I thought I'd pass it on to you. Maybe you can do something with it. I think it's pretty profound, and I think it applies to everybody. I don't think I have any great powers of controlling the future, except that I generally know what I'm doing and where I'm going and why. And I'll say, okay, guys, let's go in that direction. And it always works out. I'm always going that direction that I picked because things line up. That's another video. Why, when you repeat something over and over again, does it appear? Perhaps that's my next video. It's whatever you want it to be. Whatever. It's whatever you want it to be. So start thinking positive about your life and the things that you want it to be. You want to be happy. You want to be healthy. You want to have a partner in life. You want to achieve something. This is what you want. Think about it. Meditate on it. Again, meditation's key here. They can only help you if you let them. They will not impose on you something they see that you should be doing. You have to pick it. If I said I wanted to fly jets, I'm sure they would steer me to some place where I could fly jets, although I'm afraid of heights and don't have any skills. I never played video games. I don't have the joystick stuff, so that'd be a bad idea. They'd probably discourage me out of it, but eventually a jet would show up, and some guy'd say, "Oh, take the stick, fly the plane." No, so be careful what you ask for. Anyway, I know it's a strange video. I know it is. All my videos lately are strange, and I've been blocked from YouTube, so this one will come out for a while. Yes, I've been naughty again. I've gotten another strike, so I'm just gonna. Well, no, the first strike fell off. It's been so long since I did it. And truth is, I don't know what this one's about either. I guess it's not important. I fought the man, but they said no. I protested. Anyway, when I'm back on, this will be one that goes up, and hopefully you can make some sense out of it, or take a little piece of it and put it in your life and make it work for you. That's what these videos are about. You can't hear them. They tell me things, I tell you. It's my job. Okay, no fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for dropping in and watching, and I hope something works for you. Bye-bye.